Hello everyone, it's Peter here, Piotr listener guys. So I did mount in that's the second part, yes, of the backlight replacement. So you see I've mounted here by this barbecue style. We call it in Polish szaszłyk what we're doing, yes. So we put veggies and meat on it and then barbecue it. So I've placed it here. I've used a bit of a capping tape by lifting this one up, taking it like that and just gluing it, yes. So I'll do this one as well. You can use any tape, but it depends what the adhesive is, yes. If the adhesive is really making stains and so on, it's more difficult to get rid of it later. So if you want to use this technique, watch out what type of tape you're using, and that's it. Okay, once we have it and it's stable, it's flat, now it's less chance for us to bend it and cause any damage. Now we have to be really careful, okay, and try to not touch it on the surface below the display, because you'll leave marks which will be difficult later to clean and you will have more hassle. So try not to touch it, and don't try to catch it at the corners. Try to use, you know, like this surface, yes, or this one is more risky because it's longer, okay. So this is like the longer it is, the more bent it can become, yes. And if you have it like a banana, it's a risk of cracking the display. So when you lifting it up, yes, try to not only lift it up but use the shorter side. I had to use my nails to do it, yes. Without nails it wouldn't work. Okay, so it's going out, good. Okay, I've got it out, so I will pause. I will take it to boy's room, yes, and I'll be back. Okay, so one of the last steps is the frame. The frame holds here on the plastic clips, so you can literally insert something. I need more flat surface. And all the way long. Now there are two types, okay. One type is that each side is separated, and second is that the whole frame, the plastic frame will be, because that's the holding frame for the LCD panel, yes. So that frame is a one across all the edges, and you can have 4 separated elements. So don't try to not mix them up if you are this kind of a bit impatient person, and if you will mix it up, you'll need to take some time to align it properly, yes. So just, you know, like, watch out what you're doing. Okay, once you've got that off, now you've got this section here, you see, when you lift it up, you've got this. So these are holes and these have particular order, okay. Don't mix this, because your TV will be acting weird pretty much when you will put it back together. So in my case, I've got a matte surface first, then I've got like a mirrory surface second, and then I've got a plexiglass, okay. So most of the time you will see this way. So what you can do is you can use this plexiglass underneath and lift it up and take them all and place them somewhere safe, yes. Because I need to put it back on the table to carry it. I'll carry it and I'll be back. Okay, and I can show you something now. Okay, it's too bright. You can see that this LED, yes, has blown out. It wasn't much of a pressure to take it off. Look, they are all going easily off. And you know why? Because they are overheated. They are overheated. That's why they are going. Oh, that was stronger. That's no. You don't have to take it. Yes, don't take it. I'm taking it off just because they are too loose, because they are overheated. They are just, you know, like really loose. And we got a new one anyway. I use almost no. With some of them, I'm just touching them and they are falling apart. Now, if I would want to do this, you know, like fix it properly, yes, I would end up with two troubles. One, I paid for this backlight, for the new one. Let's say 30 pounds, okay, or 20 or 30 pounds. Now, to buy these LEDs, it's not really dear, you know, like we're talking, how many it is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 4, 32, 8, 16, 32, yes. So, you can say that 32 LEDs you buy for 5 to 10 pounds, maybe 100. But the job which you need to put, it's a lot of work, yes. So what I'm doing, I'm collecting, you know, like many of them. And I've got a small heating plate. I was thinking about getting larger heating plate that I can put whole row of these simultaneously, you know, like on it, heat it up to about over 200 degrees so the solder will melt, and then when I can just lift it up and place a new diode, that would be much quicker. So then I can take all of them, you know, what I have, like faulty LEDs, and just, you know, place, do it much quicker, yes. But I'm collecting them for now. Once I will have, you know, like a lot of them, then I can sit down and do it, spend the whole day, but do, you know, like all of them. And then I will have this backlight ready for the next customer, and I know there will be new LEDs on them, yes, here. And then I will only worry about those glass thingies, yes. So here you see how damaged it is, yes. The only one, the rest is fine. But at the end of the day, you know, that black part here can cause some shadow, still can cause some shadow. I don't know, should I be worried about it? No, I will just keep on going. Only what left now, yes, is on this side you've got those plastic things. These are holding, this surface has those pimples, okay, those which are holding, how you call it, which are holding those filters, yes, polarizer, etc., yes, those things which are holding. So to remove them, you just need to squeeze them on this side, you know, squeeze. If you don't have those squeezable ones, you just need to push them to one direction, like press it and then push it. Oh, press it inside and push it, yes. And that's all you have to do. Once you see, you can press it inside and then push it. Same story here, press it and push it, but you need to do it on the flat like this, because if you want to do it only one, it won't work, yes. when you do two simultaneously, it will work. Yes. So then you need to put them aside and do all of them. Once you finish, you've got them separately somewhere on the pile to put them back later. You can see that they will fit in two ways, but you need to be careful which way you're putting them, okay? Because you've got small pimple here, and this pimple has to go into that hole in between. So just you can take a photo of it, for instance, yes, and you can use that photo to do it, or you can just memorize that this has this pimple here. You might not see it, but you will see on your one. This pimple here corresponds to this pimple, to this hole here, and that if you will remember only this one thing, you can just do it and you won't have a trouble later installing it. Or you can take a photo which way, yes, and that's you. Okay, I'll do all of them and we will continue. Okay, so once they are done, we've got this second type of those squeezable ones. So all you have to do is take pliers and just press them, you know, like press and push, press and push. Now once they let go, they will fall on the floor somewhere, so that's why I will do it on the table. And that's us. That will be actually everything, because this cover will go off and we will be able to install our backlight. Okay, so once you've done them, you've got written here down on it, so it's a good thing if you have it. If you would forget, look, you've got those metals, yes, and those are the corners, so you know which side is down and which side is an up. Plus in this model you've got written here LC4 whatever, yes, and that's up, and that's down. So that has to go above this one, which is down, and that's up and down. So you've got text written, you know, in this way. So you know that although it's cutted, you know which side to put it. You don't put down on the up, you put up on the down, and then you know that text is written in our way, how we read it. So bottom is there, so you can't mix it up. So now what has left is just to take these ones out, put new ones in, which they have connectors, okay? These connectors are, I don't know how to get these ones out. I think it will be just pull. There is not looking for any, I mean, there's not looking like any locks are there. How the new ones looking like. I'll pause, I'll see how open it, yes, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I figured it out. I've opened one. I've seen that it is here, you know, this type of connector, okay, and this type connector. So how you do it is you need to do like this, close and just pull it, yes, so they will have like a small two pimples, you can say, going out. Just press them to go inside, and then when you pull it, it will go out, yes. So here two are done, one is damaged because I damaged it, and here I'm just pulling, okay, pulling these and just lifting up, pulling with my nails and lifting up, and that's all. And then these connectors are in between, so all we have to do is just lift it up, you see, and it will just go off easily, and you can continue with the rest, and that's you know, and you can put everything back together. If you don't want to look how I will assemble it, you can just finish now. If you haven't damaged anything, you will be fine. I will unpause here and there to see the progress on the reverse, but for those who don't want to watch anymore, I understand it. That's not a problem. Thank you guys for watching, and if possible, please leave a like. I've seen that I've got 97 subscribers for the day of the recording, which is 27th of October 2022. Guys, so thank you if you are the subscriber. Thank you for that. In 3 people more time frame who will subscribe, I will have possibility to change my YouTube channel name to ScreenProtector. I won't have to use a random name anymore. So I really appreciate it. Thumbs up to you. Thank you guys, and see you in the next video. And those who want to stay can of course stay. I will now go across and I'll replace this new backlight, and I'll be back. Okay, so I've got all LEDs back on. I need to just connect them, and I can bring in the white stuff to cover them and start to attach these 2 types. Okay, so that's what I will be doing next. You won't see me doing it because that would be waste of time, but I can say that with those I left, there was a white surface, like a tape below those LED strips. Okay, I left that, I left that because that's extra protection against the current. Okay, so like there is no ground connection, so that's better to leave it. Yes, if you won't leave it, you can create a problem. Any spark or something can go quicker to the ground. This way you've got this extra protection. So if you don't have anything, just you can put either some tape on it or just some surface, which it will glue to the metal chassis, and then you will stick your LEDs on that. Or you can just neglect it and do it without, but I prefer to do it this way. Yeah? So that's why I left all those white ones and then stick those LEDs on top of them, and that's taking a bit more time because you would probably rip everything off from it in about less than 5 minutes. Whereas if you're doing it, taking your time and turning up this double-sided tape of those white things from their top, you will spend 5 extra minutes, if you want to do it the right way. Yes, I mean my way. I'm not saying it's the right way, I'm just saying my way. Okay, so see you soon. Okay, so after placing those, you can call them pimples, those which I try to be quite equal everywhere. I'm trying to make sure that the central side will have most to be true. And now we can put the frame on it. So this one, is it matter where it's top and the bottom? I think it is. It does. Here on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how many cuffs, chip on film or chip on, I think chip on film, are. So that would be the bottom, okay? Because you've got those sections. If you will do it the opposite, it won't fit, or if it will fit, you won't be placing your display the right way, and you will have a problem. It's worth knowing it. Okay, once we've got a frame, we can bring in the display, put the display on, and detach those wooden stuff which we had, yes, if you've got them, to hold, and we can install them inside later, yes, but for now we just need to make sure that this will fit. Okay, once this will fit, we can oh, sorry, no, that's a mistake. First goes the plastic plexiglass, I think it's called, with all the filters in the right way. Okay, so if you have it on one pile, you know what to do. If you don't have it, okay, the bottom is the plexiglass, the plastic is the plastic, and there are 2 mirror looking kinds of sheets, and the top one of them, the 4th one, if you have so many, will be more like a, I would say, not use the grayish color, but more will be different from the other 2. Yes, these ones look mirrory, and the second one will be more different than them. Yes, and then on them you place the display. And I'm talking rubbish. These are going below this frame, so first we need to, now I have to take off the frame, but first, before putting this frame, you have to put these, which are behind me, yes? So I'll go and correct my mistake. Okay, so the mistake is corrected, and now I can remove the tape, yes. And that's us, guys. Now is the need for the frame. So if it's stable, okay, you can try to insert these ones at the back, so you will have less worries. So what I like to do is, I like to do like that. And now once you've got one done, you know it's holding, so you can move on to the second batch of them. Oh. Just be careful, because if you press too hard on the display, you will crack it. It's really gentle. And now I can put the frame. And now what has left would be screwing in, but I need to correct this metal, which I've forgotten about. So I'll correct this metal, and then I will start to screw in all the screws. Okay, I'm done, and now the screws, the longer screws which you have are going through the plastic at the bottom, okay? So that's why you need to just use these at the bottom, and then the rest are the same all across, yes? Okay, so I've got everything screwed back in, and now what we have is the main board and the power supply. Don't forget, this goes beneath the power supply, okay? If you want to put it, there's a high current, it's showing arrow up even. So look where the power supply was. If you can't remember where it was, check the backplate, yes? You will see where the plug is, and that's below this. So you should be okay with that. Okay, so hopefully you haven't made my other mistake, which is before mounting this, yes? You need to make sure that your screws, 3 screws here, are removed, yes? So that the long screws which I was talking about has to stay until you will be mounting this metal element, and then they can go on. And now once completed, we can test it, yes? And we can feel the sweet or a bitter taste. Okay, so backlight is on. It's lit up. Maybe now you can see it a bit better, and we can see no signal, yes? So that means the job was successful. Let me grab some remote and I'll pause again. Okay, we've got an LG TV. Okay, so it's not a smart TV, so we can go to my apps and it won't work, but we can go to inputs, yes, antenna HDMI, and all screen seems to be okay. That's nice. What else? There should be some menu. All looks good. So guys, to sum up, because I want to finish this recording, or with the remote maybe. To sum up, when you're doing it, be careful. You can easily damage the display, okay? Been there and done that. Sometimes something can stick to something else because it's working all the time, it's hot, sometimes has some liquid damage or something. So just be really careful when you're doing it. But you know, it's taking, with smaller sizes below 1 hour, with larger sizes, you know, like 1.5 hours. I can say that the worst are like 55 plus inches, you know, like the larger it is, the harder it gets. But replacing a single LED versus whole strip, it's, if you have to do it, you will. But if you don't have to do it, now you know you won't have to open this TV for another 2-3 years. Yes, so if you don't have LEDs, you can buy 100 pack of eBay or AliExpress, order them, let them lie in the house if you want to save up, because you'll save up like much more, but then you have to put your work into it, okay? It doesn't matter, to be true, how you will take them off, as long as you can put them back together. Whereas if you're buying a whole strip, you don't worry about those things, okay? Because those things happen. So here, comparing those two, you can see the difference, okay? So yes, sometimes it's even worth to buy a single strip from the same kind of TV if you can, of eBay. Excuse me. Just to have several of these if you don't have more in stock. And this way, when you will be doing a whole strip, you know, on the TV, if you will face one of them like that or two of them like that, you are capable of replacing with a good one. Whereas if you won't, you might try different ones, because I've got different ones here, and actually I've got this kind, so it's not a problem. But if you won't do it, you might see a disturbance in the picture, you know, it might not work exactly the same, so you need to fit something. If you want, how lucky you will be, I can't tell you, because I don't know, I haven't tested a lot of them. But that's it in this video, guys. Thank you. If you did like, thank you. I'll check, I'll go and I'll tell you again how many subscribers I'm short. 3 was the last time I've checked, so, or 4 or 3. Okay, so it's loading up and it's 3 missing to 100, so it's quite close. 3 people within 1 week, it's more than possible. That's why, for those who liked or subscribed, thank you guys, and see you in the next video. If possible, let's fix them all. Take care, bye bye.